busy, but failing. Parvin walked out of the workshop that day. She felt a weight on her shoulders she had never felt before. It wasn't because of the money she had invested. It wasn't because of the time she had spent. It was because of the hope she had carried into that place, and the feeling that it was slowly fading away. For years, Parvin had studied fashion design and sewing. After graduation, she worked in different tailoring workshops, gaining experience and saving every dollar she could. Eventually, she had enough confidence and enough savings to start a workshop of her own. But starting a business wasn't cheap. She needed to rent a workspace, buy sewing machines, purchase equipment, and hire experienced tailors. One day, while searching through rental listings, she found a workshop that seemed almost too good to be true. The price was surprisingly affordable. She assumed there had to be a catch. Maybe it was too small. Maybe it had serious problems. Curious, she called and arranged a visit. When she arrived, she was amazed. Brand new sewing machines, high-quality fabrics, a spacious workplace, and a team of skilled tailors who had worked together for years. The previous owner had even created the workshop to provide jobs for 4 widowed women, buying sewing machines for them and helping them earn a living. Everything looked perfect, so Parvin signed the contract. It seemed to have everything, except one thing: teamwork. Everyone did their own job, but no one cared about making the next person's job easier. The person marking the fabric left confusing marks that made cutting more difficult. The cutter ignored small details that created extra work for the one sewing the edges. The next tailor passed unfinished work to the ironing station, forcing someone else to start over. No one was lazy. Everyone was busy, but nobody was helping anyone else. A month passed. Despite having better equipment than many smaller workshops, they produced less. More fabric was wasted. Orders were delayed. Losses kept growing. One day, the workshop's owner sat across from Parvin and asked what was wrong. She looked around the room before quietly saying, "This workshop has everything, except one thing." "What is it?" he asked. She paused for a moment. "People whose hearts work together." Soon afterward, Parvin ended the contract and helped the owner find another tenant so she could recover her deposit. As she walked out for the last time, she looked back at the sewing machines and the cutting tables. Everything was exactly where it had been, but now she finally understood why nothing moved forward. Because when people make each other's work harder instead of helping one another, even the best workshop can't succeed. Quran, Surah As-Saffat, 37:25. What is the matter with you that you do not help one another?